Hello and welcome to the Audio Dad Chronicles. I'm Shale, and today we're continuing our journey into the music of The Warning. This will be from their 2024 album, Keep Me Fed. This is Escapism, live at the Honda Stage CDMX. So this one has been recommended to me a number of times now, and so we're going to waste no time at all, and we're going to get straight into this one. This is going to be another live offering from The Warning. This one is from a couple of months ago, as of the release of this video at least, and it is titled Escapism, and it is from their 2024 album Keep Me Fed, which I've heard a few songs from now, and I'm really beginning to dig. So let's dive into this, shall we? Let's just waste no more time. Let's hit it. Okay, I didn't mean to stop there right in the middle of her lyric as Pow was singing. I thought she had only done a single line there, but I wanted to get some first impressions in before we get too far in the song. Right off the bat, I noticed that all of his got some dirty, grindy bass going on, really filling out the bottom end. Love that. And I do see Danny's got her baritone out. I haven't seen this one before, but I know it's a Fender, and I know that she has a couple, I've been told, of the baritone guitars. I think I've only seen the white one so far, but this is black, but it is most certainly a baritone. And baritone guitars, for those that don't know, are like normal guitars, but they're just a little bit longer of a neck. So they get a little bit lower of a note, and they're actually tuned typically, I say typically, we'll cover that in a second, typically in standard tuning. So a normal guitar is E to E, they're actually down-tuned B to B, but they are usually using the standard tuning. But I've come to learn that she does it a little bit differently. For me, with my limited guitar skills, it would hurt my brain. I couldn't do it, but she makes it work and is writing some really cool and interesting riffs, as we're seeing here, by using this new tuning. What she has done is, instead of doing the standard tuning of B to B on a baritone, she's actually using standard tuning of a 7-string guitar, which is B to E, and just taking off the bottom string, basically. It's a little different in the way that the strings line up on the higher notes. She made it work for her. That's how she prefers to do it, and it's interesting, and it does let her do some interesting chords and phrasings as we get to hear here, which is pretty cool. So anyways, now that we've kind of covered that, and oh, I did also notice in front of Pow, looks like a bit of a screen. This is live. It is not in front of an audience in the conventional sense. It looks like it's being done in a closed environment stage, but they're still performing it live. They're being mic'd up. This is all really happening. This is their live, true performance. But it's not uncommon sometimes in certain environments, especially in the studio, where you put a screen up in front of the drummer just to contain the sound down a little bit. And it looks like they've done that with her. But anyways, let's back this up. Hit it from the beginning. Now that we know what we're looking at and what we're looking for, let's see what else we hear. Love that bass tone. Here's some of those interesting chords I was talking about.
So I close my eyes till it all fades. And so I close my eyes, then it all fades. Yet I'm still aching, breaking, trying again. But I'll just close my eyes till it all fades. Stepping into the void, even if it amounts to nothing. Silence is to avoid, reaching out to hold on to something. I wish I could enjoy worthless means of communicating, but that only destroy. Leave me feeling. Oh, I just close my eyes till it all fades. And so I close my eyes, then it all fades. Yeah, I'm still aching, breaking.
I like the little dots they've got glued onto their face and around their eyes. It just kind of gives you something else to be distracted by. Really digging I'm digging everything about this. This is a really cool song, but I particularly am getting into the groove that Pow is laying down on the drums. I've really come to dig her one particular effect that she does on her hi-hat cymbal, where she's hitting and doing this open and close kind of a thing, and she's doing it on the choruses here, but she's not doing it on the verses. And it gives this really cool contrast. It leads you into, and it lets you know you're in a different part, even if you're not really paying attention. The groove is completely changing up to push us through and into the chorus. I'm going to back it up a touch here. Listen for it. There's a nice shot where the camera is coming down over her, and you see her just keeping her time during the verses, pardon me. But then on the chorus, you'll see it's opening and closing, and she's getting this kind of effect. Really, really dig that. I've noticed that on a number of their songs, it's kind of the way she puts together some of her drum beats, and it's really become a signature style that I look forward to hearing. So do look for that.
Worthless means of communicating, but that only
So here it's very straightforward.
leave me feeling. Oh, I just close my eyes till it all fades. And so I close my eyes, then it all fades. Yeah, I'm still aching, breaking, trying again, but I'll just close my eyes till it all fades. I can't help but
Nice bridge. Haunting chord. Love the effects. Oh.
Close my eyes till it all fades.
Oh, I do like that breakdown section. I thought that we had a bridge early on. It was almost like a pre-bridge because they kept going and changed it up again. I want to hear that again. That was a really cool part. Let's just back this up just a little bit more than we had going there. And I do notice now that they're panning back more, we're getting more of those, I call them privacy screens or sound dampening screens. But I almost wonder now if they're not there for this light filtering effect as well, because they do appear to actually have a diffuser on them, not unlike the shielding you'd have in your vehicle for the darker tint. Really interesting effect they got going on the stage, though. I like it. I've never seen any other things done from the stage before. a chord. That's some reach.
Close my eyes till it all fades, and so I close my eyes, then it all fades. Yet I'm still aching, breaking, dying again. Close my eyes till it all fades. Close my eyes till it all. Close my eyes, yet I'm still aching, breaking, dying again. But I'll just close my eyes till it all fades.
Noisy. I like that dissonance. I mentioned, Danny is playing some of these really interesting dissonant chords, utilizing that alternate tuning that she's got going on her baritone. It also seemed to me, at least by her hand placement at a couple of points, that I think she's actually in a drop tuning, as they put it. That's where you take the lower string, the B in this case, and lower 2 more notes down to an A. I just noticed at times that she seems to be utilizing a little more of a one-finger technique as opposed to, these more standard chord techniques or phrasings that you would often use in a standard tuning. She seems to be using a drop tuning kind of a hand layout. Just makes me think that this is even deeper and lower, which is really, really interesting. And really lends to the way she's written this song, where she is using some chords, but when she's using, like I say, these really big, stretched out, really interesting chord shapes to do these individual notes. But when she goes down into the heavier sections, it's almost a little more single notey, thicker chords, but really a lot of single note action. And she's letting the low end be just filled in. But she's got that gritty, distorted tone, kind of taking the place of a rhythm guitar as she plays this almost lead guitar over it while she sings. Really, really cool dynamics. There's so much space in this song. It just shows that what an evolution and a growth in their songwriting continues over the years, that they are able to put so much into their singular performance. They don't need to do any studio tricks. They're pulling it all off live. And in the way they structure their chords, structure their chords, structure their different parts, structure all of the interplay between the instruments, they are really able to fill out such a huge space. There's so many comparisons to them to Rush that I've heard come up, and it's earned. And it's not an elitism or calling them the greatest prog band or anything like that. It's just in using the power trio to your fullest advantage, and it just shows to me a depth in songwriting that few people possess, and to be able to take a power trio and just fill it out so much in such a live condition, it's amazing. Let's back this up and you'll see what I mean. Listen for some of that stuff. Here's our single note chords, simpler chords. One finger kind of effect. And then, dissonance. It's like it's falling apart. this riff here and the way it led into that, starting with that really distant, noisy, like I say, chaotic falling apart. Now and then with the screams, and now we're getting this descending run. It's like everything in this song, everything in the universe is just crumbling around them, and it's chaos and it's noise and it's falling. I really, really dig this. Again, this is sophistication in songwriting, and I am here for it. This is showing such a depth in every little thing that they do. Every little piece that they put together is so intentional and so thought out for the big picture. It's just incredible. Let's go just a little further back, see if we can get some more of that. And I gotta point out, I do love the LEDs on their guitar. You can see it in action right there, those little glowing spots. That's the LEDs that they have built into the necks of their instruments. So in the darker stages, they can see where they are, which is an added benefit because the guitar itself, she's had put together and made with no fret markers or anything. So she's still got that reference point no matter where she's looking at it in whatever lighting condition. Let's go back a little bit to the start of that dissonance. It's like it's starting to fall apart. But you're going to keep it together for a little longer. And a cymbal choke at the end. Just, that was badass. Really, really dug this song, and don't want to call it an unconventional one for them, but this song isn't looking just to draw you in with the hook. There's just so much more to this. This isn't about the verse, chorus, verse kind of a just catchy, get your head bopping song, #1 in the singles. This is just songwriting. This is just deep and dark and multifaceted and taking you on a journey through the escapism. That was really, really cool. I really like that song, and I appreciate you all for coming along on the ride on this one. I hope to see you all again. Peace, love, and empathy to you all. Good night.